Welcome back. Tonight we got Single Malt Saturday. Saturday. One day only. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I can't think of anything that goes with that.
All right, one day only is like a tractor pull, except it's way better. All right, so
Saturday.
Yeah, so Single Malt Saturday. We're not going to do this every Saturday, but when we do Single Malt, we're going to do it on Saturday.
You'll thank us for not doing stuff every
So we've got 3 single malts here. This is one that I've owned for a long time. I got a backup bottle. This one's almost empty, so I figured we'd damage it a little bit. I'm not worried about, drinking it up because I've got another bottle. This is from Redwood Empire. It's called Foggy Burl, and it's a single malt out of Sonoma County, California, and it is, like all single malts, it's 100% malted barley, and it comes in at 94 proof. And then the next one is going to be this one right here. I'm going to put my glasses on because there's some reading material involved. So Cedar Ridge is out of Swisher, Iowa, and this one is American Single Malt Whiskey, the QuintEssential Signature Blend. And it comes in at 92 proof, and it's got a little literature here. I'm going to read this. There's a Solera process involved in this. Handcrafted from pure malted barley, Cedar Ridge Single Malt is first aged in American oak and finished in a variety of antique finishing casks, then married into our Solera, resulting in a depth of character and complexity that is not achieved in traditional single aging systems. So Solera, there's another distillery we know that does Solera, a big Solera cask where they finish a lot of their whiskeys in, and it's local to us. It's Chattanooga whiskey. And,
Very high malt.
Yeah, they do high malt.
Whiskey.
So I'm not going to say it's going to be, I don't expect it to be similar at all, but they do the Solera process also. All right, and the next one, Scott brought that to the table. He can tell you about that.
I'm going to put my old man glasses on here. So this one is it's kind of a cool thing. Picked this up when I was up at Jim Beam recently. This is an American single malt, as the theme is, but this one is finished in sweet peat barrels. So it's sweet peat toasted barrel is what it is. It's 5 years, and this is so the proofs on these two are, I think, 90 and 92. 94, 92, excuse me. This one's 109, so this one's up there. This one jumps up quite a bit in proof point. But they say, Freddie No says, this is has notes of toasted bread and caramel, while also introducing a unique sweet peat flavor with a light smoky finish. So, so if anybody doesn't know much about single malts, you have Scotch whiskies from, of course, Scotland. We can't call ours Scotch whiskies, so ours are single malt whiskeys, ASM, American Single Malts. So basically, it's the same situation, the same type of whiskey, but of course we can't call them Scotch because we make them here. We're not Scotland. We're the US of A, by God. And so just wanted to throw that out there. It's basically the same. I mean, the flavors, the notes, the nose, a lot of it is very similar. Most of it is very similar in a lot of ways. But we have to call ours American Single Malt, and Scotland calls theirs Scotch. So we'll quit rambling now.
All right.
We're pouring stuff.
And while we were doing that, so yeah, single malts. A lot of countries have single malts. You'll see single malts coming out of.
I didn't pour as much as you.
That's
sorry.
That's all right. You don't have a big. The bottle's little.
The bottle is little.
So
yeah, these are only $3.75 in the gift shop. You're not going to find these anywhere else. By the way, these
are
the gift shop only.
Yeah, if it's really good, you may never get another one anyway.
That's exactly right.
They get last. So,
yeah.
So a lot of countries have single malts. Obviously, people are, the Japanese single malts and the Indian single malts are very are very famous for being very tasty and very good. The Australians have some single malts that are really good, and I'm sure there are single malts coming out of just about every country, including the United States, that are starting to really ramp up their quality and flavor. So this one's about American.
First thing I noticed right off the bat is the color difference.
Oh yeah, so this one is super dark.
Which, this is not proof down. I mean, it may be proof down some, but it's 109, whereas these are 92 and 94. So,
yeah.
You know, you would think automatically that they're going to be a little bit different in color, and this is going to be a darker, richer color because there's not as much water in it. So, anyway.
Yeah, so we're going to start off with the Redwood Empire Foggy Burl because we both have tried this before.
Yes, we have.
And we know that this is going to be, we both like it.
Yep.
And we don't always like American single malts, but we know we like this one. So we're gonna get this one. Very fruity.
That's a different nose on each one. Holy smoke.
Yeah.
I don't mean that. No pun intended.
And so these are all going to be 100% malted barley. And I'm going to go in for a taste now. Okay, the Foggy Burl. This one is, so if you're thinking this is going to be like a Scotch, it's totally not like a Scotch. Scotch has kind of a lot of people don't like it because it tastes kind of medicinal in a way. But this does not. It's just very sweet.
Very, very enjoyable.
Very.
You're right. I had tried this of yours, and
yeah,
I forgot how much I liked it. That's really good.
It is really good, and that's why I brought it because I wanted to kind of use this as our baseline.
Yep.
Kind of get an idea. We know we like this, and unfortunately for these two, now we have to compare it to something we already know we like.
These two are fresh cracks. Yeah. So.
This one obviously has been open for quite some time, right?
That is good.
Yeah.
Man, jeez.
All right, now I'm going to get this one off the table because we need something more really tall and distracting. So,
tall and distracting. Looks like me.
You are distracting and you're tall. So
I'm slightly above average, not really all that tall.
Okay.
But above average in distractions.
You're usually distracted also.
That is true.
All right, yeah. So now I'm going to go, so the nose on the QuintEssential from Cedar Ridge.
It's leaning more towards the Scotch side.
Yeah.
It is, whereas the Foggy Burl was not, I mean, it was definitely not, and you can tell it wasn't a bourbon or rye. It was not as Scotchy. This
one smells a little more like a Scotch.
Yes, it does, for sure. Did you mention that this comes out of Ohio, or out of Iowa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Swisher,
I wasn't paying attention. I was probably daydreaming.
Swisher, Iowa, and so Cedar Ridge does a lot of stuff. We've done a show, and we will do future shows with Cedar Ridge products on there because we're starting to get them in our area now. I did not get this in the Chattanooga area. I bought this. I want to say I bought this in Lexington, Kentucky, but it's possible I did buy it in Tennessee, but I didn't buy it in Chattanooga. If I bought it in Tennessee, I bought it in Knoxville. But I think it was Lexington. And have you tried it?
I like the nose, and I haven't tried it yet. I just like the nose.
It's fruity, and the you're gonna like it, I think. Since you like the first one, you're gonna like this one for sure. It's it doesn't taste the same, but you'll like it for the same reasons. Very sweet. This one's got a little more flavor, I think, than the Redwood Empire, and I think it's because of all the finishing.
Oh yeah,
it is really good.
Those are two totally different.
They're totally different, and I love them both.
I love that they're both totally different.
Yeah, I don't think I like one better than the other, but
I'm not sure I do either.
But I like them both a lot.
But I can drink them both and be like, yeah, that's freaking great.
This one is a little more creamy, I think.
Maybe
this one is a little sweeter.
Maybe
they're both sweet. I don't know. Anyway, I pick up a little more of the grain.
And I will say this, not that I'm all that well versed in bourbons or ryes, but I have drank a ton more bourbons and ryes in my life. So it's easier for me to talk about bourbons and ryes than it is for me to talk about single malts. I can give you more details on bourbons and ryes than I can necessarily on single malts, other than to say, man, I really like that single malt. I really like the way that noses, the way that tastes on the front, or the middle, or the back. I may not be able to pull flavors, profiles, and individual flavors out of it, but that just comes with experience and time. But that's why we were like, this would be a cool thing to do, because we've never really done this before.
Right. Also, I'm gonna throw this out there. So what it comes down to is you can pull out all these weird flavors and say all these, crazy things, flavors and aromas that the whiskeys remind you of. But the bottom line is how much you like it. And so for us, since we really don't have a whole lot of experience with single malts, although we know we like them most of the time, generally speaking, we cannot pick out the flavor notes and the aromas as easily in a single malt. Neither one of us are very good at that, and maybe we will be one day, but right now we're not. But we can tell you whether we like them or not.
Yeah.
And right now, I really like them.
I like both of these.
All right, so I'm gonna move this one off the table, and we're gonna go with the Jim Beam.
I'm gonna turn this label around so you can kind of see what the particulars are about it.
Okay.
But to your point, I've got a good buddy of mine, and Gordon knows him too, and the guy loves bourbons and ryes, but he is he's not opposed to single malts. He just really is not a fan of single malts. So some people may be big bourbon or big rye people, but they may not like single malts. I mean, it's so different than what we usually drink that it's a matter of, everybody has different palates, everybody has a different nose for things, and literally they might be like, yeah, that sucks, I just can't drink that. And I know a guy that's kind of like that. He knows all this stuff really well when it comes to bourbons and ryes. When it comes to this, he's like, yeah, you can keep it. Or at least I haven't been able to find one yet. And I'm still working on finding one so that I can fool him. Maybe not, he'll know what it is, but he might be like, man, I really don't want to like that. But maybe he will. Yeah, that one he might like.
I think you'll like this one.
Yeah.
This right here, if you don't like Scotch, but you want to try an American single malt, this is probably a very good, it's not cheap now. This bottle is over $100. But in my opinion, if you get to try it. But I think if you try it and it's within your price range, you're going to buy one.
You're going to like that.
Oh yeah. So this is a little more grain forward than the other two, but
and it's a little less scotchy.
Not in a bad way. This is more. It's so much darker too.
Yes. Yes.
It is really good. I want to say it's got kind of a. Those root beer candies that are shaped like a barrel.
Yeah, it's called root beer candy.
Root beer candy. That's the hard candy. That's what reminds me of. It doesn't taste a whole lot like that, but it does have a hint.
It has a hint of root berryness to it. If that's a word. It does. I agree with you. I'm on board with that. I like the extra proof.
It's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like these are caramel or caramel, and this one is like salted caramel. I think I like this one a little better than the other two, but
I think I do too.
But it's man, really close.
I think all three of them
they're all
standalone really good in their own right.
Yeah, they're all standalone good.
I really could drink each of these and enjoy the heck out of each of them.
I'm going to drink all.
Yeah, true. But I think at the end of the day, if you put a gun to my head and I had to choose, and I knew if it wasn't blind, because who knows what I'm going to pick if it's blind? I don't know. Hello. But I think I do like this one better than the other two. But it's marginal. It's very marginal. Because they're all, like you said, they stand alone, stand on their own laurels. Yeah. These are all really good.
They're all really good. I would say, multiple thumbs up for all three of them.
Oh,
for
yeah.
Sure. A lot of times you'll get an American single malt to me that is very grainy, and I've got a couple of those at the house, and I don't drink them very often. But I do like those ones that are very grainy.
Yeah.
I do like them over a rock. I really like them over a rock. It really does something to them. The dilution and chilling it a little bit really does something for something that's very grain forward.
So when I was up there, they had 3 of these experimental bottles, and the other 2, and I can't even remember what they were, but they weren't obviously American single malts. And it's funny because I tried all 3 of them at the tasting bar upstairs at Jim Beam, and this is the one I decided I'd grab and take home. If that tells you anything. I mean,
yeah, if you're gonna
the
get
other two
one.
were the other 2 were bourbons, I think, or maybe one of them was a bourbon, one of them was rye. I don't know, but this is the one I was like, you know what? That's the most unique and most enjoyable of something different that I had out of those 3, and I'm going to take that one home because it's a one-off. As I said, it was a gift shop bottle, so I mean, they may be gone at this point. They're not going to make anymore, but yeah, big fan of all 3.
Yeah,
Slightly bigger fan of this one.
same here. But I know we said it multiple times before. These are all fantastic in their own right. I would absolutely, if I found a 750 of this on the store shelf here in Chattanooga, I would buy one.
I agree.
Same with the other 2 for sure. Both of those are very hard to find in our area. I don't think you can get the Cedar Ridge single malt in our area.
What did you pay for that? What did you pay for the Cedar Ridge?
I don't know. I'll have to check some receipts, and when I check the receipt, if I can find it, I'll put it down in the description or down on the screen somewhere. But I know the Redwood Empire. This one is anywhere from like 100, between 105 and 115.
And see, that's crazy.
It's very expensive.
This one, I think I paid like $75 for this, which that's a lot of money to pay for a 375
for half of
that.
So yeah,
and I may be off. It might be a little bit less, but if it's less, it's only $5 or $10 less. It might have been 60, 65, but I'm pretty sure it was closer to 70 or 75.
The volume of this bottle and the volume of this bottle, so this is exactly half of what goes in here. So really, when you think about it, 100 and we'll call it 110. Split the difference, $110 for that big bottle. This one's going to be even more expensive. So,
but it's a one-off, and I was willing to spend the money for a one-off, knowing that unless they decide to do this again, and even if they do, it's not going to be exactly what that is.
And I don't remember what this one is, but I know it was less than 100. I know it was less than 100. So, but the thing is, I can't find it here in Tennessee.
No. 2 out of those 3 you can't.
Yeah.
This one and that one can't find. So.
All right. So we got 3 thumbs up. Both of us like this one a little bit better than the other ones, although we like the other ones a lot. And you're gonna okay. So I was gonna wrap it up, though. I want to see what you have to do here.
I'm just shits and giggles.
Let's do it. This may get cut. May not. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not used to putting water on single malts because we're not really used to single malts.
Well, yeah. So Scott and I, we've said it before, but we rarely drink single malts. But
the nose on that pipe dream at the Foggy Burl.
Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah. Wow. It's very fruity. Isn't it? Especially with the water. Wow.
I feel like it made the nose better on all of them.
Yeah.
But you're right.
Yes.
The Foggy Burl is a lot fruitier.
I think the water really made a big difference on the Redwood Empire Foggy Burl.
Yep.
It smells like fruit salad. It is just incredible.
No, this is not a fruitcake.
Oh my gosh. And the flavor on that Foggy Burl, the water just made it explode.
Yep.
Man.
Yep.
I liked it before, but with a little bit of water in it, holy moly, it was good. All right.
Did you call it a burgasm?
Behave. All right.
And this is a beamgasm?
Beamgasm. A burlgasm.
And that's a QuintEssential.
Let's see here.
QuintEssential gasm? A ridge gasm?
I don't know.
You can take gasm and add it to anything.
Apparently.
That's right. That's right.
So the water.
I'm a horrible person.
Yeah.
I know the water made all of them better on the nose, in my opinion.
Okay. I don't think the water changed the palate on the Cedar Ridge much. Maybe a little bit. Made the flavors come out a little more. It's the same flavors.
A little bit.
They're just more intense.
Right. A little bit.
For the beam, I get a lot of grain on the beam. A lot of grain, but it's not bad. Usually, I always say grainy and I make.
Yeah, there's
I don't
definitely.
say and make fun of it, right? So I talk about grainy whiskeys that I usually don't like, but I like this one, and they taste like you're eating a handful of dried Cheerios.
This one doesn't.
This one does not taste like that. This one, it just has hints of the grain that are noticeable, but they're also sweet instead of drying, which I like. Okay. I think with the water, I like the Foggy Burl better, but they're all really good. They're all really good because the water just makes the flavors just blast out of there. It just made a rocket out of there. And we said this in another video. We're Americans. We don't usually put water in our whiskey. I know people that are tasting, that are doing what we're doing, breaking down a glass, will do it. But at a bar, if you order a pour, a lot of times they'll ask you if you want some water. I would
asking
get
you
it.
a dropper.
Yeah, a dropper
If
or
not,
a glass
give
of
me a glass of water and a straw.
And I'll put some water in it sometimes. But if I know what I'm drinking, I usually don't. I may change that. I may change that up. I may start doing that way more often. For two reasons. Because I will drink whatever I'm drinking way more slowly, and also I'm changing the flavors quite a bit when you add a little water.
I think you're right. The Foggy Burl really, really benefited from the water. Not that it was bad before, as we said. This one, the two things that I noticed about this one getting the water is it kind of I kind of got more of a little bit of a tingle on the tongue from it, and the big thing was the mouthfeel. I got the mouthfeel on this one. I got a lot more oiliness to it than I did before.
I'm going to put this one back up here because these two really are the stars of the show. Even though I think the Foggy Burl kind of it was unfair because we already knew.
Well, the Foggy Burl is easier to find.
Yeah.
These two are not. I mean, we're throwing something out there to you people that
in our area.
Yeah, that's not easy to find. I mean, this one only in the gift shop, and they may all be gone now. This one only in certain parts of the country.
Yeah.
So the Foggy Burl, I think you can find it in most stores, probably around the country.
You can. I know in Chattanooga you cannot. So it's part of a series that Redwood Empire does called the Small Lot Series, and you can find all of the other bottles from the Small Lot Series in the Chattanooga area. There's a high rye, there's a wheated whiskey, and there's a rye. But in Chattanooga, you can't find, at least I haven't found a store that is able to order a bottle of the Foggy Burl. They just don't. It's not available to them through the distributors, and I don't know why. Because I can go to Knoxville, which is just a couple hours. Actually, it's an hour and a half north of here, and they have it in several stores. And so, it's
The
just
spirits industry, in terms of releases and general coverage, is weird in what you can get in certain areas. There's no rhyme or reason necessarily to it. They claim it has to do with size of the market, and maybe it does.
Yeah.
But there's still a lot of places that I've been to that are big markets, and there's things that are like, well, why don't you have this? Because my place at home has this, and it's a smaller market than this. So
Yeah.
sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it.
Well, we live in Chattanooga, which, although it's the fourth biggest city in Tennessee, it's not that big. So, it's not a huge market. So I understand why we
It's
can't
treated
get
as
some
the
things.
fourth biggest market. We get the smallest share of good bottles here.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of diversity, Nashville and Knoxville and Memphis all get different and greater diversity of bottles than we do.
Yeah, it's just because their area, they just spend more money in that area than.
Well, I mean, they
just
do.
because
The
they're
population's bigger, and you've got
Yeah.
you've got a bigger base to draw from. So, but that being said, I don't care if I can find the stuff that I want to drink, and I will drink any of these 3 bottles. So, ready to wrap up?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So, guys, love all 3 of these. Put the other bottle up here so way
All right.
people can see it.
All right, the other bottle up here.
Yeah, there you go. All 3 of these. If you like American single malt, you're not going to go wrong with any of these 3. It's kind of funny because you got short, not as short, and tall. Or from the audience's side, tall, medium, short.
Venti, Grande, Tall. And
Okay, I don't know anything about Starbucks.
you knew it. You knew it.
I
So
knew that was some Starbuckish stuff.
Yeah. Although we go there, I just order
You
coffee.
got daughters. That's why you go there.
I just order coffee because that's all I want. I don't want to drink my coffee cold with milk like a little baby.
Vente!
So anyway, with that being said, okay, we're going to wrap this up and say, hey, if you have the dough, right, these 2 are going to be kind of pricey. This one is going to be less pricey, and they're all going to be not necessarily available in your area.
This was probably going to be the easiest to find.
None of these are available in our area, but your mileage may vary.
That's right.
Multiple thumbs up for all of them.
We love them.
I'm going to say this, like and subscribe and ring that notification bell. And until next time, cheers.
Boom. Cheers.
Drink up.
Drink up.